Hello, and welcome to my ePortfolio. My name is Laura Hall, and this site is a collection of work that I have completed throughout my Masters of Education of Technology, or rather MET, experience at the University of British Columbia, along with a collection of some of my passions in the final selection. Let's get started. I work as a full-time grade 7 late French immersion teacher in North Vancouver School District. After completing my PDP in 2012 at UBC, I was lucky enough to start my teaching experience in North Vancouver. Since beginning my career, I have had the opportunity to participate in several initiatives and events, acting as a facilitator and on key committees to support these events, along with being the French representative for my school. Additionally, I have had the pleasure of working for Antares Project Services, a project management firm owned by Sequoish Cayuse Creek Indian Band. I am so pleased to have had the opportunity to work in these differing worlds as they each complement each other in unique ways through content and scope of work, along with the amazing community of individuals I have had the opportunity to collaborate with daily. I decided to enroll in a master's level program at the end of my third year of teaching to extend my understanding and enrich my practice both in the teaching capacity and as a project assistant. Looking at the differing roles, the Masters of Education Technology at UBC seemed to be the perfect fit. Looking at not only developing pedagogical approaches and research methodologies, the MET program has offered a diverse range of courses supporting teaching and business capacities. This is a short video that has been created to act as your guide to introduce my ePortfolio. In this video, I will describe my metaphor and my personal connection to it, navigation throughout the site, along with key themes that have emerged throughout my MET experience. To begin, let's talk about the metaphor. Breathing into my intellect was a metaphor that I came up with in my first year of the MET experience. Having my sister and some friends who completed this program as well, they stressed the importance of developing a metaphor and collecting artifacts right from the get-go. This was a concept that was especially challenging for me as I approached situations in quite a different way than them. After feeling the push and pull, coming to better understand my role as a student again reminded me of what it means to practice. Practice was the key word that brought me to developing a yoga-centric metaphor. Yoga is a practice which supports making mistakes, developing at one's own pace, and coming to better understand the self and the world around you through respect. This has permeated into my academic self as I have come to better understand myself and the role of community around me to support the development of ideas. I have divided this metaphor into 4 distinct subsections to effectively communicate my growth and experience throughout the MET program. The 4 subsections that I have selected are perspective, flexibility, risk, and space. Perspective is the practice of understanding how it all fits together. This section was particularly meaningful for me as I came to understand different theories, methodologies, and pedagogies using education technology. Perspective is not inherently known to an individual. We often are trapped in a cycle where we do not question our knowledge, and in turn, we are limiting the potential value in our experiences. It is not only a coming to have new information, but rather it is a rethinking and a re-examination of our current understandings. This section of my ePortfolio has helped me to reflect and better understand the combination of classes and skills learned throughout the program. The perspective page is developed using 4 distinct artifacts to support how I have gained perspective throughout the MET experience. Please take the time to explore each one as they all hold an important role in my development. Flexibility is the practice of application, creating communities to maneuver through different spaces with a heightened awareness. Flexibility is an integral element describing the equilibrium between balance and strength used to further our understanding of the world around us. It does not provide answers, but rather, between the two, allows us to gain clarity, compassion, and understanding of the self, both mind and body. Amalgamating elements from my current practice and previous educational background, this section and these artifacts have assisted me in discerning how the MET courses and experience will enhance my professional practice. The flexibility page is developed using 3 distinct artifacts to support how I have come to appreciate a flexibility in my practice throughout the MET experience. Please take the time to explore each one. Risk is the practice of challenging the self through experimenting with new and the initially uncomfortable. I selected risk as an important turn in my breathing into my intellect, as it has allowed me the opportunity to act in such a way as to bring about possibility. Change occurs through risk, believing in change and creating space where it does not exist. Risk holds a very important place as it functions to challenge and question my decisions and understandings around different concepts. It has required me to not be comfortable and rather to work continuously to challenge, develop, and support my understanding by constant growth. With inconsistency of growth working as the consistent in my journey of educational development, it is essential that I have come to have an appreciation for the unknown. The risk page is developed using 2 distinct artifacts to support how I have learned to take risks throughout the MET experiences. Please take the time to explore each of them. Space is the practice that allows for growth through movement and reflection. This was the perfect term to describe where I feel that I am now in my journey. I have taken the time to gain perspective, learn to be flexible, along with taking risks, which has provided me the space to understand my knowledge, my role, and my ambitions. This page is designed to be both reflective in nature and support me looking forward professionally and personally. It is a place where I have linked different artifacts that are not included elsewhere in my ePortfolio, as well as some videos and sites that have inspired me. I made the decision to use images from my personal life here to provide a deeper understanding of who I am. This page, as stated by Alexander DeCosson, has genuinely allowed me the opportunity to take a deep breath and allow myself to be where I am meant to be. Thank you for watching my guided tour and helping to support my journey, giving life to my intellect through this reflective process.